or even better, from Joburg to Durban is only a 50-minute flight. 50 minutes in the air. By the time you get up and get down,
Yep.
you are ready to go. Durban's a good jump off for you if you make that move, because you're still 2 hours from Cape Town and still 50 minutes from Joburg. So if you think about how everything is strategically placed, you can get anywhere in under like 2 hours or less.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you can even get to Namibia in 2 hours. So
I can't wait to go
Yeah.
there. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've been
yeah,
there a few
so
times.
I think so. To me, South Africa, when it comes to jumping off to get to other African countries, I think that you have the right perspective.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's an amazing place. But yeah, Cape Town was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. I thought I probably talked a little bit more about Durban because that's kind of where I'm going to end up. But I have
hmm
nothing to take away from Cape Town. Nothing at all.
correct. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
I mean, just like Tawani, she lives in Cape Town. We find this is just what we've found over the years, and we've got a lot of years of doing this. That most of the people that's from the West Coast, from the United States,
Yeah,
they just get to Cape Town
for
and they're
sure.
like,
They're
leave
like,
me
whoo,
alone,
this
don't
it.
talk to me,
Yeah. It feels
stop it.
familiar. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
they're just like
does.
I get
done.
that 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it is what it is. Like I said, there's all every time I go down there and I see Tawani, I always give her a hard time about coming to Josie.
yeah.
I said, "You coming to Joburg?" Ah, I don't
She
know.
loves Cape Town.
I
Yeah,
want to
She,
come to
l-
Joburg to visit, but Joburg didn't make the list because you guys
it's
are
okay.
landlocked. You don't have the water,
That's
but yeah,
okay. That
yeah, but
you know
yeah,
what?
it seems exciting.
Again, it's a
it
50-minute
is.
flight. You can come up here for the weekend. You can be tired. You can run the streets, whatever you got to do, and then go back, relax on your beachfront, by your pool. You can do all of that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Excellent,
So
excellent.
somebody else had a pretty good question.
Okay.
Um, I'm assuming that's a question because there's no question mark, but I'm just going to make the assumption.
Okay.
Anyway, how does it feel to be in the majority?
If it felt so empowering. It did. It did. So as you can, I'm her anyway. Every day of the
Yeah,
week, right?
She said, "I'm
Um,
her anyway."
I'm her anyway. So it felt so empowering to look to the left, to the right, up and down, and the majority was you, right? And the
yeah,
majority that was you was very warm and receptive and giving. The majority that was you, every conversation was
yeah,
welcoming you home, and like, make sure you come back. Are you really thinking about moving here? Oh my goodness. So it felt amazing. It felt free. But I again, living away in other places, I've gotten a chance to feel that, but that energy was just a little bit more for me. It was here for me, in Africa, especially Durban. Yeah.
I love that.
I am glad we put Durban on the map. Well, it's been on the
Durban
map, but we
used to
put it
be.
on
Yeah, it's
our
been on the map, but on our as
yeah,
far as our one of our offerings.
Yeah, it's the
yeah,
place to be.
Yeah.
It really is. It had, and I kept saying to people, if all of this is Durban, I only saw that much of it. And I can,
yeah,
Yes.
you guys put so much on the itinerary, and for it to just be that much, that lets you know how much more of
yeah,
Durban there is to experience, right?
There
And I
is.
can't
There
wait.
really
I
is.
cannot wait. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
So like this young lady put on here, she says, my exact thoughts, based on what you were saying, find a place, settle down, and then vacation within SA as well as other countries. And
Yeah.
people don't realize. I'll put it to you like this, and it's going to sound like I'm going long winded, but I'm really not. What I notice is that in over the years, Americans migrate to Africa, and then they spend some time there, and they're doing their thing, right? And while they're there, they're having an amazing time, but obviously they might be looking at content and whatnot. Eventually, we'll get a call. Hey, I'm in Kenya, I'm in Ghana, I'm in wherever, and they're like, hey, what about South Africa? And we tell them about it. So ultimately, they just kind of end up down here, and what's down here is a lot.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna come back to Ladon in a minute, guys. But there's a lot down here. Like for example, um, let's say you come to Johannesburg. We got two major airports. We got massive roadway system to where you can actually cruise the whole country. And If you watch some of our older videos, we've had a car on every road that's possible here in South Africa, and then you got Mozambique, then you got Namibia, then you got Zimbabwe. We haven't explored Botswana, but Botswana is going to be next. They're just not far at all. You can actually just drive there, and then a lot of people go to Zambia. So that whole arena is what you ultimately get to explore while you're down here. And granted, I can't go. I'm saying I'm not going to go to 54 countries. It just ain't going to happen. But what we have found here made it happen, made us happy. Being here. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you guys is that coming to South Africa, enjoying yourself, being part of this thing is incredible. But it really just starts with it's a journey. It starts with one visit, then you have two visits, and then you're on eight visits. I know for us, I think I had like 15 visits before I actually moved. Yeah, at least 15, maybe more. Every time I turned around, me and Tasha, we found ourselves in South Africa, and we stopped traveling to the Caribbean and stuff like that. It just because that place, it just those are nice places, but it just didn't seem like it was enough for us. So let me get back to the team. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so you said you traveled a lot, Ladon. Where would you rank this South African experience?
I feel that's a very unfair question to ask,
I
Mark.
know.
Because I don't want any of the other places to feel like they were not wonderful. It ranks number one for so many reasons. I think it ranks number one for me because of the way that I got to experience it. Africa has
Yeah.
always had a special place. I always knew that I would retire in Africa, right? Didn't know which country, but I knew the continent has been calling me. But coming and experiencing it the way that I have based on traveling with you, your company, and the way you set it up, it just made it feel a lot more magical, right? And then the people that I got to experience really solidified everything that you guys say on these videos. So it just made it even more real for me. So it has to rank number one, starting with that. But it just was a beautiful country. I'm sorry, beautiful continent. Both countries were absolutely beautiful. It's number one for so many reasons. I could go on and on and on, but it's number one for sure, hands down. And just being around my people, like that, that feeling is something that's really hard to put into words. It
Yes.
really is, and so that's very important to me. Very important to me. So number one, number one.
Okay, fair enough. I know sometimes I walk around here every day, and sometimes South Africans that they're like, well, like why did you come here? Why did you choose here? You're from America. I want to go there, and they should want to go there, and so forth, and on and on and on. And being part of the majority, it really does matter, and it's for us, for me and Tasha in particular, is really comforting. And I talk to South Africans all the time, and I mean, as most of the people that are here are South African, believe it or not, and they're just South African, and I tell them all the time. I mean, yeah, things aren't probably exactly where you want them to be, or maybe Reaganomics hasn't trickled down to you yet. We know Reaganomics and whatnot, but they should be very. I mean, most of them are very proud of their country.
Mhm.
I just want them to actively be proud of their country because the people that we run across on a regular basis, and I mean regular basis, represent South Africans very well. So, Ladon, what would you say to South Africans, just based off your short experience, a fair assessment of South Africans, the people themselves?
So what I thought was very interesting, Cape Town and Durban, all within South Africa, but we are not a
Hmm.
monolith. We are just we're just we're all people. We're everything, right? So you got a different
Hmm.
flavor of an African in Cape Town versus an African in Durban, an African experience in Cape Town versus an African experience in Durban. And I really appreciated that because that just lent itself to me to say, we're just everything. We can be everything everywhere all the time, right? But two South Africans thank you is what I want to say, because I did not have an experience where I got an opportunity to really speak to the people that they were not. I keep saying the same thing, sounding like a broken record, but I've traveled and it's not always a welcoming thing, right? Where
Yeah.
everybody was welcoming, where everybody really wanted to share who they were and were genuinely interested in who I was.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things the real South Africa. Thanks again.